Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits, but not a review. So today we're doing a homebrew brew with 4 kilograms of orange juice, or 4 litres rather, yeah, 4 litres, yeah, get it right. And also 2 bottles of Kiora, 2 litre bottles, bloody hell, 2 litres, 2 litre bottles of Kiora, so 2 of these and the orange juice is going to make some strong orangey brew. So first thing I'm going to do, because I've learnt this, get the orange bubbling as quick as you can. So let me show you just so you can see off camp. There you go. Now, why do we boil the orange cordial? It's to get the preservatives out of the orange cordial. And I ain't going to get it all out in one brew because that's a big pan. And that's, Jesus. So, that's going to be interesting. And I've got a little pan. And today I'm also, once I've got these on the boil, I've got a little pan that I'm using. Now you like I said, you boil the cordial for so many minutes to get rid of preservatives, otherwise it won't ferment. So that's why you do it. So they're both on, and I'm going to have to be careful because today I'm brewing in a barrel. Now it's a barrel that I've got the top out of, screwed through the top. Oh shoot, I have to wash that again. And got ferment, you know, got the old airlock on the top. Oh dear. And get that washed in hot water because, like most things, you do not want any issues. So because I'm doing it into the barrel, obviously I can't pour the sugar into the barrel because there's a bit of an issue with stirring. You cannot stir. I can't do anything about stirring and getting rid of the sugar in the barrel. Hence why we're doing it this way. So I've got the hot water and pour it into here. Now this is going to be one of them videos where you're going to, because of the sheer amount of juice that's got to be heated up, I'm going to have to wait a few hours to finish off. Because obviously when you're brewing, the yeast has got to be between 18 to 23. Any more, you know, you could kill the yeast, but that's what we don't want. So, a bit more awkward brewing into the barrel for obvious reasons. I've got to put it into a bowl and stir the sugar and try and get rid of as much of the sugar as I can, like you would a, you know, a coffee. When you pour yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee out, you try and get rid of the sugar if you have sugar in. You know, so you can get the taste. Well, we don't want the taste, but we certainly don't want the sugar sitting unfermented, you know. And these days when the price is going up again, it's, you know, you've got to be prudent. If you want sugar, best place at the moment, if you've got one near you, get yourself down to a Home Bargains or a B&M Bargains. because they're way cheaper than the likes of anywhere else. Asda, Aldi, Lidl, Tesco's, they're all more expensive. So that now, sugar's gone, there's no resistance. Obviously don't stir too violently, otherwise you'll lose half your now I'm going to pour it into the bowl, but I'm going to do that off camera because it makes a mess if I don't do it right. So, more sugar. And the orange juice I'm using is actually from Aldi. Got a 4-pack for £2.60, and so my father-in-law did this, but he did this with just orange juice. The next time I do these brews, I'm going to do it with just the juice and no cordial. Because I think the cordial actually fizzes it up too much and you lose some of the alcohol taste. So there's one. Talk about multitasking. I've got them on the boil. Oh, for God's sakes. These packs, when you pull them and it pulls off and it doesn't undo the old job it. Not good. So, second one done. So yeah, it's not easy because you can't see what I'm doing. So, again, more water into this bowl. And I'll give it a stir around. Try and get rid of the sugars again. Looks like I've got a while because these 2 pans with the orange juice in are going to be a while. So, and you see, I've got let me show you while I'm pouring it, stirring it. This bowl has got a little that on the end, which makes it very much better for when you pour it into the barrel. But on top of the barrel I've also got a funnel. So little things to make life easier, you know. And this again is a test, totally a test brew. What I've noticed with these brews where you're doing it with both the juice and the cordial is that they don't get as the alcoholic strength that you get when it's just the juice alone. So maybe there's too much sugar to ferment, or unfermentable sugars. So something to note, you know. Still very alcoholic, you know, the wine's still got a nice strength to it, but Not as strong as it could be. I mean, I did some cherry wine this time last year, actually. On this day last year, funnily enough. And that turned out very nice. And that was just 4 kilos of cherry juice. So the next time I do it, I might use, say, 6 or 8 kilos. But you can't get cherry juice in 4-packs. You can orange and apple, but you can't cherry. So it's a lot more expensive to buy, you know. And these things you do have to take into account. Right, so pour this one in. I apologise, off camera. It's like syrup as it's going down. It's not like normal water. So last bag of sugar. It'd be nice just to get to the easy part where I'm, you know, just pouring the odour yeast nutrient in. So these are bubbling away nicely, as you can see. That one, it's just starting to bubble. That one's near the same. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn them down to minimum as soon as they start to bubble, which is now. Bang it down to minimum. Just let it burn that, whatever it is, preservatives off. Well, I have the equally fun part of just pouring out these last few. So I'm pouring the sugar, water into the sugar again. You know, I usually do at least 3 kettles, but because I'm obviously boiling 4 litres, that's going to make things a little bit more difficult for the temperature later. So what will happen is there's going to be a break. I did say earlier, but surely this wine, with all this vitamin, what it should turn out to be, is a very high vitamin C wine. You know, it'd be a healthy wine, really. That's what I'm thinking, anyway. Whether it actually works out like that, no, that's another thing. Pour the last of this out. So the last of the orange juices is going in. Let's show you just to make sure that you know what I'm doing. There we go. So if you ever are going to brew into a barrel, it's more awkward. It's a lot more awkward. But if you've got spare barrels, then why not? You know. There we go. All them oranges in there. And yes, you could use real oranges and mess about, but why would you? Just use orange juice, you know. Some other idiot's already done all the that sort of thing. All you've got to do is, you know, yeah. All you've got to do is just the last part of it. Right, so both these orange cordials are brewing nicely. I've just got to turn the back ring down there. Let them simmer more than just boil the hell out of it, you know. 14 minutes now, so I reckon it'll be about 25 minutes in total. Right, again, I've got to pour it in. Always the awkward bit, always the hazardous bit. And it splattered water all over my bloody side, so that's not good. That won't please the wife when she comes home. But what it means is, as soon as I've done this video, I've got a bit of cleaning up to do. So what I'm going to do, the big pan has been bubbling now for a good few minutes. That little pan still, you know, that's only been bubbling for a little bit less. So I'm going to pour the big pan now into the mix. Well, I'm going to pour it into this bowl in my sink, because one thing, I don't trust my pouring. And we'll do half at a time, because less chance of me getting burnt. And I'm all up for that, you know. Bastard. And that's fucking why, because I got burnt, you little bleeder. Fucking jug's not as good as it's supposed to be. Oh, it's all over my side. Oh, there's a word for it. And my hands. Got a bit of burn on. Lovely. Oh dear. Oh. And if you do burn yourself, like I've just burnt myself, get it under the tap. Cool it down. Otherwise you'll have blisters in the morning. What it is, I'm trying to put too much down all at one go, and that's what's throwing up the issues. And this is why only adults should be doing this stuff, because it can be painful. I don't swear, otherwise at this moment I would be swearing. So yeah, what it is, see that pour on the end, I'm trying to pour too much down instead of and being a bit heavy handed with it, and that's what's happened. So I've got a bit of cleaning up to do in a minute while I cool my burning finger. But hey, you know, accidents do happen, and with burns, get it cold, get it as cool as you can, because what happens, I've been on a first aid course as well, many first aid courses, and you've got to get that temperature down as quick as you can, so obviously you've been blasted at hot, now you need to get it cold. Right, so I can now pour the little saucepan in, hopefully without burning my chuffing hand. And the temperature of this is going to be high for hours. So I put that in the sink. You can see the coming up. Right, I'm going to try and pour it now without burning my hand. I can't hold the camera because I probably would burn my hand even more then. Right, that don't work, because even if you pour it slow, it pisses out. Oh dear, I don't know what I've never done this into a barrel again, because it's an absolute joke. I've got more on my side than a little. Right, the last one. Jesus Christ. What a fucking mess. Jesus. So, you know, it just goes to show you. It's very easy to make mistakes and burn yourself and all that shit. Things you do for a flipping YouTube video, eh? Burn your hands, make a mess of your sides, and then risk the wrath of your wife later. Oh dear. So, the last of the Kiora. I'm not saying anything about Kiora, but there was a advertisement years ago about it, but at the moment I'm fuming with it. Oh, 7:20. Right, just waiting for that last boil now. 21 minutes in. I do apologise. That's boiling away. I'll take a temperature reading at the end. In fact, now I can. I'll start adding some cold water. Luckily, I'm not going to burn myself with this. You think not anyway, wouldn't you? Jesus Christ. So that's bubbling away like an absolute belter, that is. But I'm going to leave it for a minute because now if you do brew into a barrel, you've got to make sure that you leave a gap for the frothy stuff to come up. Otherwise you're going to get an explosion at some stage. So that's bubbled away nicely. Woof. And you can see the steam as it comes up. Wow. Well, the cook looks like a war zone. My side looks like a war zone. And I've got to decide where on the barrel I'm going to finish this. Yeah, it's still red hot, so we are talking a while before I'm going to be able to, you know, a few hours before I'm going to be able to do anything with this. So that's the water in, and you know the funny thing is, I can't see where the level is. Doesn't help with all this truffing orange spilt all over my side and all over the barrel. Try and wipe it down. I'm just about to see where it goes now. So, oh yeah. Now I know it's going to be a few hours, so I'm not even going to attempt to just see it there. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to put the thermometer in. For a few hours, just to give it the it's got a lovely orange smell to it. And you'd think it'd have a fantastic strength to it with all that sugar going in. So, that's that done. Oh, just cool my hand down. Oh my god, my sides are disgusting. So, nothing more I can do now. It's way too warm. There it is in the barrel. There you go. Lovely orange colour to it. And that's it. That's it for the next few hours. We're going to come back to it. Oh, already at 26 minutes. Wow. Nothing I can do. It's red hot. Yeah. So we'll leave it a few hours, come back, put the thermometer in, put the yeast in, and wow, it's going to be an interesting one. See you soon. Hello, it's been a few hours, and finally, at nearly 11 o'clock at night, hence the bad air, it's time for me to add the express yeast compound. So we're going to chuck that in. Because this fella has got a lot of sugar in it. And then we've got the yeast nutrient as well, and again we've got a lot of that to chuck in. Right, quickly put the lid on because this fella's going to blow. Hopefully not me warms. So that's on. Give it a quick. Don't really need to do any more than that. It's going to sort itself out, and there we are. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you soon.